Hello and welcome to another DIY journey video, and what is going to be a fairly quick one. So I've picked up 9 more of these and in total we're probably on 12, and what these are Texecom micro shock wireless shock sensors, and what I'm doing with them is putting them on every window downstairs, and basically when the alarm is set, so the Texecom, they will all go into guard, and then if someone tampers with the window it sets the alarm off. Now the alarm system I've got is a Texecom Premier Elite 24, and that is a wired system, so all the PIRs such as that up there, the alarm panel, door contacts, as you can see up there, they're all wired, hardwired to the panel. So what I wanted to achieve was the hardwired panel I wanted to make into a hybrid, so all the main stuff is wired and then these sort of things are wireless, and to do that I had to buy a wireless expander, 32 channel I think it was, wireless expander. Wasn't cheap, about 70-80 pound if I remember rightly, and then that just wires into the panel, and then I can add wireless devices such as the shock sensors or door contacts or anything else I wanted in the future, but for this instance we're going with a micro shock sensor. Now this video, I'm only doing it because I couldn't find myself a video on how to install these, so I thought I'll put one together and share it with you all, and this is probably a video that's more for people specifically searching and not necessarily following our journey. So let's crack on and show you how I'm programming these and installing them. So to start the process, I open this up, screwdriver in, and then just prise it open. Opening it up, you've got your battery in the back, and I always like take that out 10 seconds or so. I don't know if it does anything, but it seems to have worked where if I take it out and put it straight back in, they don't always connect, I found. So yeah, I'll just take it out for 10 seconds or so, and then while that's sort of ticking over, I will show you through the panel sort of and for adding them. So let's head over to that. So to add the shock sensors, you can do it on this panel. Now, excuse the reflection of our lovely polished chrome keypad. So you need your engineer's code. So you have to put that in. I'll do that now off camera. Obviously I don't want to share that with you all. So let's put the engineer's code in and access the engineer's menu. So on to the setup. Now you want to go into the zone setup. So my zones, I've got front door, and then we can scroll through them. Now the first 8 zones there, up to there, are all the wired zones. So the Rico Shet, I think it's called, or the Rico Ket, whatever they call it, the sort of mesh system is how I understand it, I think, won't connect to the first 8 zones, is what I found, and is the information that I was missing over on YouTube that I was trying to find. So what the expander has done that I've installed is added from zone 9 onwards. Now I think it's split into something like 17 zones now, so I've got an additional amount that you can see there. So and I think it's up to there, and then I have to switch another dip switch in the unit that'll create the next lot, but I don't need that for this. So what we can do is go back down. So before this video, I've right at the start, I've added a hall shock sensor, dining room, utility, and then today I've just added 2 for the living room front windows, living room rear, and then I've got 2 more windows on the living room. So we'll add them on there, but we'll come back to that in a second, and I'll show you how they're fitted on the windows. So very simply, stick your back on there, and then it's just sat on the window. Don't get me wrong, it's not the most sightly sort of setup, but certainly discreet and quite small and out of the way, so I don't actually quite mind them, and normally I'm a bit fussy about things like that, but we'll get to fitting them just in a second. But let's get this one. So now the awkward bit, and I'll switch over to the GoPro, and then I can show you what I need to do with my hands and what we need to do on the panel itself. So, want to choose what we're going to call it. So we can put that in now, so I'll put living room, rear, and that's what I'm going to call the shock sensor. So we can press enter, and there we go. And then this is where we will learn. So what you want to do is put the panel into a learn mode, which you press do by that, and now it's learning. So what this is doing is waiting for the battery to be inserted in the shock sensor, or if the battery's already inserted, you can press and hold for 3 seconds if I remember rightly, and that will learn it. So I'm just going to let it cycle, and then I'll show you what I need to do with the shock sensor itself. So we'll do that now. So we have a shock sensor and a battery, and this is sat waiting to be connected. So to put that into learning mode, you press that, and then what you want to do, put the battery in, and then this will connect just like that. Now normally what it will do is flash red and then connect after maybe 2 or 3 seconds, but that seemed to connect right quick. Then it seems to do this sort of cycle, and then I think I presume it's sort of connecting to the mesh network, if you like, for these, and that is about it. And then we can cycle through, make sure we've got what we want, which is guard, and then all the attributes we can sort and suit to each need. So that is that, and now we need to connect the rest and then get them fitted. So with the shock sensors programmed, it's now about fitting them to the windows, doors, whatever. I think they're suitable for wood, metal and UPVC. So I'm fitting mine to UPVC, and all I use is some of this Unibond No More Nails removable strips that just stick on the back, and then they stick to the frame. And what I found is just a little tap, depending on the sensitivity that you set the shock sensor to, they're fine, don't fall off, pretty robust. And I did actually have a faulty sensor last time, and it was a nightmare to get off, to the point where I've had to leave the back on, and then I've replaced the unit instead of everything. So yeah, use that, and we'll get them stuck on now and then show you on the windows. So all we need to do now, peel the plastic off, the protector, and stick it in place. So to set the sensitivity, you need to put the keypad into warp mode setting, or within 10 minutes of learning the device. But so when it's in warp mode setting, it will flash like this, and then so double click it, and that brings up the blue, and then as you can see, so if we press it, that's 5 setting, I believe. So that's the least sensitive, flashes a bit quicker, level 2, then level 3 there, level 4, and that'll adjust the setting. Then to set that, there you go, and that's how you set the sensitivity. So I'll head round, do that, and then we're done. I hope it's helped. Just a quick video I thought I'd put together because I couldn't find the information myself and I had to delve through the Texecom app. The Texecom app is actually very good, has all the manuals and is really helpful. So I do recommend downloading that if you're looking to install a Texecom Premier Elite system. I'll link my original video down below. It was one of the early ones, so it's not the best, but yeah, so I'm going to head round now, install the rest of them, and yeah, so if it has helped, please give it a thumbs up and make sure you head over to Instagram, the_DIY_journey, for more day-to-day videos, and please make sure you subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I hope it's helped. Cheers.